It's the Banana Republic, aka Communist China, aka North Korea, aka the Soviet Union. I could go further, but anyway. But yeah, we're fools, I suppose you could say at the end of the day. The houses they walked to spends over 70, nearly a million on printing documents. This is for bills, acts, things like that. For Shannon Down and all Down. So bills, like take for example the emergency legislation, COVID legislation, the bill, the papers for that, which is God knows how many pages I'm putting down out. But here's the, remember I covered last year about the printer, which they had to knock a fucking wall down, and they spent over 2 million on this. Yes, you heard me right, 2 million on the printer. Right, listen to this now. And then they didn't use it for a long, long time, and then they started using it now. It's nonsensical. Like, it wasn't used beforehand, now they're using it now. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's a fucking joke. Like, 2 million on a printer. Like, why the fuck do they need to spend 2 million to get a fucking printer, knock down a wall, to try and get the printer into the fucking place? Are they that high and mighty that they can't use an only printer that you could get with a computer? You could get a nice one probably for 30, 50 euro. Again, that's not fancy enough. That's not good enough for them. No. We need royalty. We need a brilliant fucking printer, which is fucking made out of gold. At this stage, like, I don't know what they need a fucking 2 million printer for. That they had knocked down the wall and for so long they didn't use, and then they were like, "Oh fuck, we're not going to use it." And this is not even, that's not even the estimated price plus VAT, so plus tax. So they'd spend that, like, it's a joke. And then you think about documents, like for example, the Labour Party, like take for example the local elections in Dublin South. The Labour Party, the Green Party, Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, they have to put out leaflets, and the taxpayer be paying for that, and they be handed out to all the households and things like that. Again, that you and I have to pay for that. The government parties, we be paying. If it's an independent, they probably have to pay for themselves. But government parties, to get government funding, they get funded from the state for the parties, obviously. And that'd be going into their people's houses, and we probably have to pay for the printing, and like it's a joke. It really, really is a joke. Like, they take us for a pile of baboons, and then they're like, we don't have any money. And I'm actually joking. No, but it's like I'm struggling to find the words here. I'm struggling. Like, even here, like, the sin is was too big to fit in the attended room. It's just like what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, again, I get things put out for tidy towns and things like that. Documents, like, for example, there's a court. I was involved in the court thing. With somebody that's illegal Dublin, and obviously I had to, write up a statement and things like that. But I printed out the thing for the court to give to my statement. Like, I put it. I paid it out of my own pocket. Which what they should do, the TDs and senators and anything like that, what they should all come together and say, we put in such amount of our own wage, of our own back pocket, and pay for it ourselves, and not have the taxpayer flipping the bill. Like, they have some life. Guess what? Like, we pay €5,000 a day for their food in Darlawan, and people in the streets can't get food. And they won't give them the time of day. They won't feed them. You think they would be like, I'd be willing enough to pay, if we paid €5,000 the taxpayer, to let the homeless people come into the door, or come into the convention centre and have food there. Would the TDs wouldn't like that. They wouldn't like that at all. But no, we have to spend on the big fat assholes in Darlawan. It's a great culture, and then we spend over a ridiculous sum of money. I think it's 5,000. I think it's 50,000 we spend to keep them in the convention centre every time they sit in the convention centre. And they don't even get me started with the door bar. We have to flip the bill for nearly every fucking cut that goes in there for meal and everything, like for the bar and for drinks and things like that. And the same with the golf gate dinner. We probably have to flip the bill for that. Because at the end of the day, we're just the taxpayer. We're just the fodder. We're non-acceptable. They don't care. The only time they ever care, I don't know. I give